Baton Rouge Community College North Acadian campus announcing an investment by the state of Louisiana in this community that will be about $8 million to renovate what has traditionally been the flagship career and technical education facility in North Baton Rouge, really giving a shot of resources and infusion into this community, providing opportunities for the people of this region, and specifically giving a new home, new facilities to so many of the industrial trade programs offered by Baton Rouge Community College.
Once the expansion is finished, what will be offered?
Well, today we have many of those programs that are offered: pipe fitting, welding, a whole range of programs in the midst of developing an instrumentation program and some others. So the building will continue to offer those, but we also see opportunities to continue and expand and grow the programs that are being offered. And we know how important that industry is to this region. We'll continue to be able to align those programs that are offered at this campus with the needs of business and industry.
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Baton Rouge Community College Acadian site. Thank you for attending and taking time out of your very busy schedules to be here for this very important announcement. Governor Edwards, thank you for your tireless commitment and dedication to the state of Louisiana, the Louisiana Community and Technical College System, Baton Rouge Community College, and the entire higher education community. To the Louisiana Community and Technical College System Board of Supervisors, Chairman Hardy, Supervisor Toops, Supervisor Carter, Supervisor Smith, and System President Dr. Sullivan, we appreciate all that you do on behalf of our colleges each and every day. To the 50-plus business partners and the North Baton Rouge Training Initiative who are in the room today: Exxon, Turner, Cajun, Performance, CB&I, Excel, ISC. There are so many, so for fear of not naming you, if you are here, please stand and be recognized. You have and you continue to be staunch supporters of Baton Rouge Community College. Thank you for the time that you put in on a regular basis to ensure that we are developing first-class, real-world training initiatives for our students and the communities in which we serve. Last but certainly not least, if there are any legislative members of the Capital Area delegation in the room, please also stand and be recognized if anyone's here.
They got tired of seeing me.
I know. I would now like to introduce Dr. Monty Sullivan, President of the Louisiana Community and Technical College System, who will provide brief remarks.
Good afternoon. What a great day that we have an opportunity to come together. If you think of it, and you scroll back in history a bit, this facility was the flagship career and technical education facility for the state of Louisiana. In its day, it was the best to be found anywhere, not just in Louisiana, but across the South and across the country. Today is an exciting time because we get the opportunity to talk to you about tomorrow and all of the tomorrows that will come. With the business partners that are here with us, the members of the community, so many of you, as I look across the group, we've had an opportunity to sit together and to talk about a vision for this facility, a vision for our relationship with our K-12 partners, a vision for our relationships with business and industry. And it will play out right here on this campus in a community that needs the hope that community and technical colleges bring today more so than ever before. An investment in this community is necessary. We're excited to be able to be a part of that and to bring to this community yet another beacon of hope for its people. There are so many partners today, as our chancellor said a second ago. I would probably leave someone out if I began to talk about them, but I have to tell you, none of this happens without the relationships with each of those partners, without our legislative supporters. If you go back to 2013, so many of those legislative members from the Baton Rouge delegation were right there with us from the beginning and are still with us today. We could not be more thankful for those relationships. I will not spoil the surprise. I will wait. As many of you have tried to stop me and ask me, what is it that we're talking about today? I'm not telling, because I'm going to let the guy who made this decision tell the story. We have in Governor John Bel Edwards a man who understands how to invest in the people of Louisiana, where to invest in the people of Louisiana. At a time when capital dollars are so difficult to find. This governor is making a decision to invest in the people of North Baton Rouge, providing a training opportunity that simply isn't available today. We could not be more thankful. Mr. Governor, thank you very much. We appreciate it. How about a round of applause for our governor? I will leave to my board chair a thanks to each member of our board who is here today, but I want to just make a couple of comments about our Board of Supervisors. The 17-member Board of Supervisors for the Community and Technical College system have truly been the secret of our success. It's no secret, our community and technical colleges have done extraordinary things over the last 2 decades. That has been in large part due to the Board of Supervisors, and in large part due most recently to the leadership of our chairman, a gentleman that I have an opportunity to work very closely with every day, in Supervisor Tim Hardy. Chairman Hardy.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the board, thank you for being here today. Welcome Governor Edwards, members of the business community, our friends. Let me recognize board members Stevie Smith and Helen Carter. Please raise your hand and be recognized. These are two of the people that keep me straight. In a few minutes, as was said earlier, you will hear from the governor. I will not preempt that. But before introducing the governor, I want to share with you a little bit about Community and Technical College System Board of Supervisors. First and foremost, I am blessed and honored to work with this group of truly game changers. Each of us takes our responsibility to serve the people of this state with pride, humility, and honor. We take it very seriously. Everything we do, everything, is centered around student success and eliminating barriers so that Louisiana residents, young and some not so young, can have access to quality academic and workforce training. As such, last week, for the second straight year, we voted not to raise tuition at our colleges. This action reinforces our messaging to all citizens that regardless of background or educational attainment, two-year colleges provide affordable and viable pathways to good-paying careers, and it starts right here at Baton Rouge Community College. Please know that your Board of Supervisors is working very hard toward creating more workforce development opportunities, driving down poverty, increasing the educational attainment rates, and changing lives. Now, a man that needs very little introduction, because we have seen him over the past year and a half. We've seen him addressing physical challenges of this state. We've seen him calming the community after the shootings of last summer. We've seen him addressing flooding and tornadoes around the state. We've seen him address session after session after session to get our state right. And I think immediately after the last session, I don't know, Governor, if you had any plans, but I turned on my television, there you were with your emergency preparedness team, preparing Louisianians and protecting Louisianians. I think we're getting our money's worth. Without further ado, the governor of the state, great state of Louisiana, Governor John Bel Edwards.
Education is synonymous with opportunity. And that's always been true, but it's never been more true than it is today. Because in one generation's time, we're going from where only about 25% of people needed anything beyond high school to have a good, solid middle-class life, to where about 2/3 of people need education, training, certification beyond high school to have a pathway to the middle class. And so education, training is synonymous with opportunity. And we have to guarantee equality of opportunity because we cannot guarantee equality of outcomes. But when you start talking about that, you have to make sure that people have meaningful access to the education, to the training that they need to be successful. That's what this is about today. And every employer, every person that I meet with who's thinking about coming to Louisiana and investing money and trying to create jobs, they want to know, are we going to have the pipeline necessary for our workforce? Are we going to have people with the requisite skills and education so that we know we can be successful? That's the very first thing they're concerned about. And so while we've been budgetarily constrained You know that this is a priority for the state of Louisiana because we've actually stabilized state support for higher education. Last year, we had the smallest cut in general fund to higher education in about 8 years. This year, we have no cut to state general fund. And we are fully funding TOPS, and that is the reason why the tuition and fee increases across the state of Louisiana, not just in this system, but in every system, will be the lowest in a decade. But we've got to move forward with other projects like the one we are here today to discuss. We are going to have a multi-million-dollar expansion project right here in North Baton Rouge that's going to expand opportunity for this community, for this city, and for our state. This is going to be phase 2 of Act 360. This is the first announcement of the phase 2 projects that are going to move forward. The President Sullivan and I have had many chances to sit down and talk about this, because what I don't want to do is, knowing that we're not going to have a lot of new revenue going forward, I don't want to put a demand on the operational dollars that he cannot sustain. But we know that we can sustain this, and we know that we have to if we're going to satisfactorily answer the questions of those prospective employers. Not just prospective employers, but people who are already in our community. Many of you are already here today because this is being made possible because it is a true partnership with the private sector. And it's going to ensure that our best and our brightest students can stay in Louisiana to pursue a quality education and become successfully certified in high-paying careers that are now in demand in the capital region and are going to be in demand for a very long time. And John Spain, you know what I'm talking about. We've had these conversations. Adam, thank you very much for being here as well. This initiative, as I mentioned, is the result of public-private partnerships, and it's also a collaborative effort between the Baton Rouge Community College and Estruma High School. And we know that this campus will become a natural pathway for students to enter post-secondary education, and it will be a model for future programs as well. And it's also going to offer unparalleled opportunities for dual enrollment, so that the students in high school will actually earn college credits and certifications by the time that they graduate. That's incredibly important as we move forward. And the curriculum is going to be expanded to include jobs that we know are going to be important in this region. We know they're going to be available, and it will enable these individuals to have an opportunity for success, to make a good living in the areas of welding, pipe fitting, electrical instrumentation, and others. Additionally, courses are going to be offered in the culinary arts, the allied health sciences, and other general education programs. So I want to take just a moment to recognize and to thank the leaders of industry who have made all of this possible. Everybody recognizes the role that they play, the vital role that they play in helping to further develop a strong workforce in the Baton Rouge community. ExxonMobil, Turner Industries, Urban Maxine Jacobs Foundation, Georgia Pacific, Stubb Corporation, ISC, Formosa Plastic, and others. This is the kind of effort that produces real results now and in the future, and by working together, we know that there's no limit to what we can achieve for our students, for our communities, and for the great state of Louisiana. And I'm looking forward, because we've got a few more of these to announce across the state of Louisiana in the coming weeks. But we wanted to start right here in North Baton Rouge. We want people to understand that we are committed here and across the state of Louisiana to expanding opportunity, to doing everything we can so that our kids and our grandkids are more successful than we've ever dreamed that we could be. Because that's what we are charged to do. And everybody in this room believes in that, or you wouldn't be here. So thank you so very much. I would ask that you continue to join your prayers to mine for our great state, and go Tigers.
This is a tremendous opportunity, not only for Baton Rouge Community College, but also for our industry partners and the community, the North Baton Rouge community. This is a game changer in terms of transforming this facility and creating a world-class training facility with the equipment, with real-world technologies and the like that business and industry want and desire. So today's announcement for me, it's very exciting. The governor has always been a staunch supporter of higher education and in particular the community and technical college system of Louisiana.
What kind of jobs will be available to students that go through this facility?
So this facility will be primarily geared towards the areas of welding, instrumentation, electrical, and pipe fitting. It's the areas of need, of high workforce demand need as it relates to our industry partners. The curriculum will be put in place by industry partners. It will be industry driven and led. The equipment that's purchased will be high level, top-notch equipment so that our students will train on real world equipment.
Today's event marks such a special occasion because we're investing almost $8 million in refurbishing this facility. And this facility is just a gateway to our students that are going into technical areas. And it's going to change lives, and the investment could not be in a better place.
What kind of job opportunities will be there for students that go through the program once the expansion is finished?
We're talking about the technical areas like welding, like P-Tech, like all of the areas in industry that we talk about so much, air conditioning, refrigeration. Those areas that are high demand, and they start right here. This place has historical value. It's been here for a while. It's been successful, and especially those high-end, high-dollar jobs that this facility will provide.
And what are the job opportunities for students?
The job opportunities are significant. If you've taken a look at some of the regional data, probably the hottest market in the country right now is in the Lake Charles area. But certainly Baton Rouge is holding its own. We're seeing good, strong job numbers for Baton Rouge as a whole, and continue to see not only immediate job openings, but also career opportunities long-term for many of our students. So one of the reasons that we are so excited also is that this represents not just an investment by the state of Louisiana, but also a private investment by so many of our business partners to the tune of about $1 million for a total in this project. So we are very excited. When industry is willing to make those kinds of investments, what it tells you is that these programs are valued. They're important to the success of business and industry.
If people have questions like more information, what should they do?
It certainly can take a look at lctcs.edu, our website, as well as mybrcc.edu.